I greet you all and welcome you to the Masithuthuke Letsema Learnership Class of 2020 graduation. The month of effort in the studies have the deserved reward in the graduation of our students, with the objective giving the relevance this fact deserves for the BANKSETA Letsema Class of 2020. Having done my research, the word Letsema is of Sotho origin, meaning people coming together to work for a common purpose. I now present to you the long-awaited commencement of the Durban, Bloemfontein, and Cape Town virtual graduation ceremony. And to introduce our mentor and leader in governance, who has invested many years in the skills development and training sector, more so for the upliftment, empowerment of our youth and Black business growth, Dr. Khatle.
To the Letsema Learnership graduates of 2020, I would like to congratulate you on your awesome achievements. Considering 2021 was incredibly challenging and unprecedented year due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, which affected all of us in the world at large. I'm Dr. Tony Khatle, a board member of Masithuthuke Holdings. Kindly consider your achievement a milestone in your life which will add to your skills acquisition. Today's world needs people who are skilled workers and entrepreneurs, who are versatile and can adapt to the ever-changing demands of the ever-changing world. Therefore, the fourth industrial revolution demands two things from you: flexibility and adaptability. Years ago, yours truly coined the ABCs of life, which meant A for attitude, B for belief system, and C for choices. What we believe in, which is your belief system, will sustain you in achieving your goals and objectives in life. The choices you make today will also add to your achievement in the world of work tomorrow. Nothing beats a positive mind and a positive attitude. Letsema is giving you the necessary skills and tools to apply at work and in life generally. Your success will depend entirely on how you apply your acquired skills and knowledge. The sky is the limit. Your commitment and determination will create the necessary opportunities. Be willing to do more than the average person. Sacrifice more. Be on the road of the extra mile people. Those who matter will see you. Dedicate yourself to what you are doing. If something does not please you, chances it won't please your supervisor or your superior. I conclude by challenging you to do the best you can be in whatever you are. Letsema is giving the necessary wings to fly away and become the best employee to set your foot in any company. Though Denzel Washington, Steve Harvey, and Lionel Richards are some of the few who defied the odds to become household names in their craft. You can also make an impact wherever you are. Good luck and God bless you in your endeavors.
Thank you, Dr. Khatle. And to introduce our next item, BANKSETA CEO, Mr. Hubert Mashabane.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, families, friends, and to you, the graduates of the learnership. I address you this morning in the midst of our known challenge, the COVID challenge. This graduation, unlike others that we have known, would not happen in a face-to-face manner due to the limitations of COVID-19. As a result, I will not hear you clap hands, I will not see your smiles, nor would I have the chance to see you as you receive your graduation certificates. COVID has disrupted all of our lives, and let's take a moment to send condolences to all our families who have lost their loved ones. This learnership program was implemented in the midst of a lockdown, a hard lockdown, where government had asked all of us to suspend our normal lives, to stop going into workplaces, to stop even the economic activities that we are used to that form part of our lives. It was all with good intentions to save lives. We, however, decided that we'll continue to implement this program, and today we stand proud that we have been able to complete this program in the midst of all these difficulties. So it is therefore with a measure of pride and above all, great appreciation to all our partners, namely the employers, banks and finance institutions that have agreed to partner with us even in these difficult times. We also want to thank our facilitators, our assessors, our moderators, and above all, our BANKSETA team that have also worked hard to make sure that this program succeeds and achieves the goals that it had set for. So all of you deserve a thank you from BANKSETA. To our graduates, I need to also remind you that the world of work out there is changing, and sometimes that change is not evolutionary, meaning it takes place in a slow, unobservable moment. It is rather rapid. So rapid that it threatens to leave some of us. We are now required to adapt to these changes. First, it will require us that we continue to learn throughout all of our lives. And sometimes it might also require that we unlearn certain things that we think is knowledge that governs what happens in the workplace. On the second front, it also wants us to adopt certain attitudes and behaviors. And some of these attitudes and behaviors, like self-management, like commitment to goals and outputs, and above all, a respect for this scarce resource called time. All of these qualities are rarely taught in schools or even in programs such as the learnership. One has to learn them and have the willingness to adopt them. So the world of work will respect you if you have these qualities more than it will respect the piece of paper that is your learnership certificate. We also need to appreciate that we live in a society that is a community to all of us. And in return, we are expected as members of society to reciprocate this community by being a community to others. So with the knowledge and the experience that you gained from this learnership, we expect that you enrich the lives of your community, especially our youth, encourage them to be able to learn and continue learning. In closing, I wish to thank you once more for placing confidence in the skill system of the country, in the banking sector, and above all, supporting the goals of government. One of our mottos as a PSET system is to develop a skilled and capable workforce for an inclusive growth. As I close, I also want to remind all of us that COVID is still with us. At all times, let's respect COVID and put on our masks whenever we are in public and obey all the protocols like hand washing, sanitizing. Good luck with your future. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hubert Mashabane. And now to introduce our next item, our host employers, to give us a word.
Program Director, colleagues, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to have been asked to address you at this graduation ceremony, the BANKSETA Learnership Class of 2020. How exciting it is to be here celebrating the pride of what South Africa has to offer amidst the doom and gloom that has been the narrative of late. What a journey it has been. And we survived work, studies, and lockdown. Sadly, we must acknowledge that during the course of 2020, we suffered loss in countless ways, including some learners too. Their departure from this world and the lessons that come from that should not be lost on us. The BANKSETA Learnership Projects is pioneering in so many ways. When we embarked on this project many moons ago, we never imagined it to run the course it has. I think it's been 18 years now, and many a successful banking career has been built on the back of these programs. I know that the current economic outlook has not given us the opportunity to employ many of you. Know that you have the skills that can be applied in any workplace that you go to. Today marks the beginning of a new journey for many of you. Graduates, because that's what you are before you get your certificate, you are graduates thereafter. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate you on your achievement, but also let me impart some heartfelt and homegrown advice. Attaining a qualification opens many doors, but climbing the corporate ladder takes a combination of hard work, determination, the right attitude, political savvy, and humility. As you make your way up the ladder, remember a few things. Your success is not yours alone. Along the way, your parents, family, educators, coaches, friends, peers, and colleagues would have contributed in some way or the other to your success. Do not forget it, and do not forget them. The doors have been opened for you. While you savor the new opportunities that come knocking on your door, remember those that you have left behind. Give back, whether in advice, your time, or support. Building this nation requires a selfless approach towards knowledge sharing, and you are the individuals who can collectively make it happen. Don't be afraid to think big or shoot for the stars. Wayne Gretzky, a famous hockey player, said, "You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take." How often have you discarded an idea because you have been afraid of failing? If you are not willing to try to make your dreams come true, you will end up settling for less of a life than you had planned. Don't be afraid of hard work. It never goes unnoticed for long. But remember to strive for a balance. Make choices that will make you happy for a long time rather than just focusing on the next few seconds. So whilst the dream car, maybe that red GTI, will give you instant gratification, an investment in property may give you a long-term return. Respect yourself and respect other people. This means that you should realize that every human being is unique and everyone has his or her own ideas and abilities. And that is a good thing rather than a bad one. Celebrate diversity. The fact that people are different and possess different talents means that when you work as a team, together you can achieve more than any one of you could alone. Continue learning. No one is saying you should all have MBAs, although I see nothing wrong with that. But have the humility to understand that you can learn from anyone and everyone, no matter what their station in life. Knowledge will bring the best out of you and enable you to fulfill your potential, achieve your goals, and live your dreams. Remember, you are the master of your own destiny. Be comfortable with whom you are and the choices you make. Think wildly, but act wisely. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Learners, all that is left for me to say to you is congratulations and well done. God bless.
Thank you to our host employers. And now I'd like to call upon two of our beneficiaries from the Letsema Learnership, Divan Joshua and Shirley Naidu.
Hi, my name is Sherla Knight. I'm part of the BANKSETA Durban Letsema group. I would like to thank BANKSETA for choosing me amongst thousands of learners to be a part of this program. Due to this coronavirus epidemic, many learners were not given the opportunity to work in a branch. However, I was one of the lucky learners to have worked with Standard Bank. Working with Standard Bank, I have developed communication skills and work experience which I did not have. I would like to thank BANKSETA for developing virtual classes for us to do our work and our assignments. I would also like to thank our facilitators for assisting us throughout this pandemic. I pray and hope every learner gets a permanent job after this program is finished. Thank you.
Good day, fellow faculties, facilitators, colleagues, planners. My name is Devin Joshua and I'm here today to share with you guys my experience with this learnership and the knowledge that I've gained with doing this learnership. First and foremost, we were all struck with the with the year which came to be uncertain, and I was part of a small group that was supposed to be assigned to the F&B bank. However, as we all know, they pulled out from the learnership and we happened to have to study at home, do our modules, and still be part of this learnership without getting the working experience that we thought we would. And I must confess that it was an adjustment, it was a transition period where we had to adjust ourselves, our attitude, and our mindset. And to be honest, complacency definitely crept in. There were times where I felt like not doing this learnership, but all in all, I've experienced a lot. I've learned more about myself and my capability to persevere. I've learned from the banking system, the sector, the regulatory bodies, as well as to what investments is, how it works, and the types of investment vehicles. I've come to understand the economy on a different level than what I used to, and I've also seen the benefits of working within the financial sector. I believe that with the experience that I have gained through doing this course, I would be best fit for the banking environment. I have learned tremendously through the course of this entire journey with the help of fantastic facilitators and fantastic communication and working, as well as having a fantastic coach that help us with the psychological component of this learnership. In all, I would like to extend my gratitude to all the facilitators, all the planners that put in immense effort to do this learnership and to complete it regardless of the circumstances and the adversity that we were faced with. I was also part of doing the banking simulation where we as learners were part as the so-called executive of the bank, and it was a tremendous joy for us to learn more as to how the functionality of the bank actually operate. I'm Devin Joshua and thank you for listening, and God bless you.
Thank you to our learners. It is an honor to introduce the next item on our program, the conferring of qualification certificates. Congratulations to our recipients. The next item of our program is the announcement and a word of thanks from Masithuthuke CEO, Mr. Leander Handula.
Good day, everyone. My name is Leander Handula, the CEO of Masithuthuke Holdings. Today I've been given an easy task to thank everyone who participated in this program, Letsema Learnership. Firstly, I would like to thank BANKSETA, the sponsor of the project. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to our graduates. I would also like to thank the employers who participated in the Letsema Learnership for hosting our learners, also mentoring and developing our learners during their workplace. Thank you very much. We would also like to thank the graduates today, which is our learners. We would like to thank these learners in terms of their participation in the learnership, their commitment that they have shown during the period. Thank you so much. And also today you are receiving your certificates. And today you are also the ambassadors of Letsema Learnership 2020. Thank you and well done. I would also like to thank our team, Masithuthuke Holdings staff, including our facilitators, for the commitment that they have shown during this time, and also the support that they have given to our learners. Thank you so much. And also to the team who quality assured from our side. Lebo, thank you so much as well for your support and also for making sure that the project runs smoothly. Thank you so much. I would like to thank everybody who participated in this learnership. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Handula. And now in closing, I'd like to thank our stakeholders, BANKSETA, host employers, partners, learners, and facilitators. Please stick to covered regulations. I'm Buhle from Masithuthuke Holdings. Thank you.